This chapter of One Piece got me so fucking hyped. But before we get into the big stuff that I'm sure you all know about, let's take it back a little bit and start from the beginning. So I like how the title cover for this chapter showed a few reactions from, Luffy's old, kind of like foster family in a way, and showing all of them are super happy that he's now worth 500 million, and it was so nice to just see all of their reactions. Like old man grandpa just man, I told that whippersnapper to not be a pirate, now he's worth 500 million. Damn kids these days. And then we see Droga, I believe that's his name. It was the guy in the panel wearing Sabo's hat. And it was really cool to see that because he was the one that witnessed Sabo get shot down way back when. So basically that whole cover page was just to show the celebration of life of Luffy and Sabo, and just it brought a smile to my face seeing that cover page. But then actually going into the meat of this chapter and what it was all about, we got the Zoe elephant spewing up just a bunch of seawater into the air, and that causes massive floods all over the island. And I thought that was a pretty neat thing, because once the battle in this arc, starts to take way, I believe that's probably going to play a huge role in that, we have Luffy going up against possibly Jack, which I'll get into in a minute. But with both of them being Devil Fruit users, that seawater just coming out of fucking nowhere, that's going to play a big role. It can just knock someone out, just come out randomly. And then you see Robin's imagination drawing of the Zoe elephant spewing up the seawater, and God, Robin's just been on a roll these past few chapters. I really don't understand it. You saw the fucking rainbow over that thing, and it was just so funny. Robin, guys, she's the new comedic relief on the crew. I'll give her that. And then you have Kanjiro and Kirimon trying to get up the damn elephant's leg, and it's just not working for them. That fucking water, I love their expression when they saw that waterfall about to come down on them. Because the drawing that they did that time was a cat kind of thing, and once they saw that water, it was oh, we're fucked. One thing I do see happening is that the both of them will continue to try to get up the leg of the elephant, and every time something bad happens and they have to start all the way back down. And what I see happening is that this arc will finish by the time they reach the top, and when they reach the top, they're gonna be okay guys, let's go. And Luffy and the crew are bro, we already kicked Jack's ass, man. Where you two been? That would be so fucking funny. I'm hoping Oda does that, because that would be hilarious. As the chapter progresses, we get Wanda, Luffy, and Carrot going to wherever Nami and Chopper and the rest of the crew are. And I fucking loved how Usopp actually mistook Carrot for because I think Carrot was biting his ear. I don't know why. It's kind of seemed a little etchy, I don't know, just whatever, that's whatever. But Usopp seeing that is holy shit, this chick on Luffy's taking a bite out of his neck, and I thought that was so fucking funny. That's the kind of Usopp humor that I like. I don't like it when he's bitching and complaining about just dumbass shit that he should not be worried about, but this, it's good Usopp comedy. I did have a laugh out of this. And then when we finally get to the crosses with all the blood stain on it, Wanda starts remembering, one of our Mink members was tortured here, and obviously it was Jack doing the torturing, and he was torturing someone, a Mink member, because he had fangs and stuff, and he was asking him where is he, or where is this person? So who could the person had Jack been torturing these people for? Because I really don't know. If he's torturing for Sanji, I don't see why he would be torturing him for Sanji, to be honest. It could be that he saw his wanted poster and he's oh, this bitch is wanted alive. I'm bringing this guy in alive because he's probably worth a lot more. But other than that, I don't really see a reason why Jack would want Sanji. I see him more wanting Mononosuke or Kirimon, one of those guys, because of their association with the artificial devil fruit for Kaido's army. But in the midst of all this, Wanda's crying and Carrot is looking down at the ground, and we see Luffy with a facial expression that it looks like he was about to laugh. It was just That was probably the worst fucking expression he could have had at a moment like that. It literally looked like he was about to burst out fucking laughing. And if he did, if that was the case, like, that's funny, but Luffy, that's fucked up. And I gotta admit, I love the pacing in this arc for Zoe, because I don't know if it's that we're fresh off of Dressrosa or what, but like, we have been progressing quite a bit within these past few chapters. Like, a lot has happened, because if this was like at Dressrosa pacing, we would still, like, the crew would still be going through the fucking forest trying to find the temple, and like maybe next week or in another 2 chapters we'll finally find the temple itself. So I'm really glad we're like, you know, we're moving along, we're making progression through this arc, because I'm really looking forward to what else Zoe has in store for us. And then we finally get to the climax of this chapter with Luffy and the crew like finally meeting Nami and Chopper, and I just fucking love how Nami like immediately goes like crying into Luffy's arms, which basically sums up to fuck the rest of you crew members, I am coming in to cry in the arms of my captain. And I thought that was fucking funny, because then Chopper is like running to Usopp, and it's like a big and little brother dynamic, like 2 brothers, and I really like that. I really like that aspect of it, and just that they honestly ran to the people that they trust the most and what they believe can do. Because Chopper, no matter what bullshit Usopp says, he looks up to Usopp, and every time they're in a pickle or something drastic has to be done, Nami goes straight to Luffy. Because right as soon as that happens, Nami begins crying in Luffy's arms, saying Sanji is, or whatever. So I don't know what happened to Sanji. I know for a fact he is not dead. There's just no way Oda is gonna pull that shit over the fan base and just his typical shonen style. There's no way Sanji is dead. If anything, she's probably gonna tell him that Sanji's been captured. She's gonna tell Luffy like, hey, Sanji's been captured. I don't know where the fuck he is. I don't even think Sanji's on the island at this point, because what I see this leading up to, especially with the whole like Sanji possibly being like royalty shit, which was revealed a few chapters ago, I see this going down the route as we have a future rescue Sanji arc, whether it be in Zoe right now or once they get out of Zoe. But this is so fucking hype, because we've never had this before. And what better way to have it with a crew member that all of a sudden his hype train just blew through the fucking roof, knowing that the Navy wants him alive. I think that that is fucking awesome. Like, Oda knows how to hype up his fans without a doubt. And I really hope I wasn't the only one getting these vibes, but when Nami went straight into crying into Luffy's arms, I got CP9 vibes, because throughout all the adventures that the crew has been through, there have been like minimal times where Nami just breaks down and goes to Luffy or screams to Luffy to get him to fix the problem. And aside from the Arlong arc, you know, the one that focused on Nami, so of course she's gonna be having those crying moments. The other time I remember this happening was when, you know, Luffy was stuck between like the 2 buildings in the CP9 arc, and Nami is just freaking out like, Luffy, please help! And Luffy is like, no, fuck this shit, bitch! And he just breaks out of the squeeze he was in between those 2 buildings. So whenever Nami is like, because Nami's not an idiot. He's not like when it comes to Usopp, like, oh my god, the whole crew is dead. Like, he's gonna freak out over anything. With Nami, she's gonna think logically, and if she thinks Sanji is dead, then there's probably a reason to believe that Sanji could be dead. He's not dead, but there's a reason why logically someone would think that he's dead. But I don't see that happening. I see her telling him, Luffy, something bad has happened. Jack has Sanji, or Sanji turned himself into Jack after he kicked the shit out of Sanji, and they did it to protect everyone else, so we'll see where that goes. But damn, holy shit, am I looking forward to see what else this arc has in store for us, because it's already starting on a good note. But other than that, that's really all that I have for this video. Again, we get a lot of progression in this Zou arc, and we get some insight into what happened to Sanji. And if it's getting Nami moved to tears, which rarely happens in the world of One Piece, because let's face it, she's only done it like a handful of times, and when she's done it those times, it's because shit's getting real. We need to do something. Luffy, help. That means we're gonna be getting something awesome with Sanji and whatever else is gonna go down. But if you enjoyed this video at all, if you could leave a thumbs up down below, I would really greatly appreciate it. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, there you go. You got an excuse right now. Click that subscribe button and stay updated with all my content for future videos. I'm Mr. Ajax. As always, stay beautiful.